So, I want to go over some of my most important equipment. In my opinion, what you need in order to give people the best haircut that you can, I feel like, well, in the amount of time, because it takes a certain amount of time to do whatever. In my opinion, you need a pair of clippers that can fade. You need a pair of clippers that can take care of bulk, and if you can get that all in one clipper, that's a beautiful thing. Put the waves into detachables, different things like that. So there's different ways of looking at it, but you need a shaver with your liners that can get things bald as fast as possible. You need a regular shaver, and then you also are going to need your liners and your all-around liners. So, that's pretty much how I looked at what I was going to put together, how it was going to work. Okay? So, we'll start with my top faders and bulk removal. I wouldn't say that bulk removal, but I will say that these are my favorite clippers to cut with. They do everything just about. Saber tools. They are nice. They do what they're supposed to do. Saber tools. Also, the reason why I like these so much is that echo blade. So I also have a pair of TPOBs that I use, and they have an echo blade on them, and it's the actual same Stylecraft echo blade. I haven't used the actual echo blade that goes with the TPOB, but I would love to. So if you want to send me some, you'd be great for that. But right now, this is what I'm using. Pretty much for everything. On waves, I'm going to use a detachable. That's just me. I have all the detachables. I have the octane, so I use that for that, but that's a whole different scenario. Next, I want to talk about an underrated area that you need to improve if you want to have top speed, and that would be, boom, my balders, my shavers, however you look at them. Not shavers like the shaver, but the balders. These right here, they remove almost like that. They ain't that fast, of course, and that's another thing. If you want to increase your speed, learn to cut with the speed of your clipper or your trimmer. That increases your speed 100%. So these right here, they take care of a lot for me, because what they do is they get it bald fast. And if I need to go further, I go with the shaver. So, speaking of a shaver, my shaver, boom, the brown. I haven't got to the Stylecraft and all of that, and I'm gonna give me one. I guess I haven't really cared about a shaver because I don't use them too often. I feel like my clippers get it down to that level that I would like, but I do use the shaver to clean up everything. I just feel like you don't want to overdo it with shavers because of the damage that they can cause if they're not good for people's skin. But yeah, so now I want to talk about my all-around trimmer, which they're not my sharpest trimmer, but they do everything pretty good. They're not the best. I got a shaver for that, for shaving, but they are the best for lining up and getting everything done. These do a good job of just putting a line on whatever I need them to. It's no secret I love Wall's equipment. Wall has always been good to me. When everybody was going Bayless and all that, I still was Wall strong. And it's because they're tap and go. I really don't like to sit there and sit on lines and do all that. I just want to tap and go. But I have times where I change up my style and I do different things. So that comes along with it. So my number ones I will love is details. These right here, super sharp. They put the line in every time. I put a lot of work in with these. It just happens to be the ones that I like. Not saying that there aren't other clippers out there, this and that, but these to me help me to draw. I love to do designs with these. To be honest, it's this blade, man, and I hope I'll never have to get rid of this blade. You know, I don't even want to go get another blade. These are my favorites. So that's that. So just to explain, I feel like you need five clippers. You know, one clippers, trimmers, whatever. They're five pieces of equipment. You need one to fade with, remove bulk, or do anything far as cutting hair. That's your clipper. My number one clipper. Bam. You're gonna need a shaver. Bam. You're gonna need a balder, and you might use a detachable 50 oyster. That's cool too. But my personal one, these right here, balling. Then you're gonna need your all-around trimmer for fast trimmer work, shaves, whatever. These don't shave the best, but they're definitely great liners. And then I got them detailers, and that's what be wrong with a lot of y'all cuts sometimes. There's no detail in your cut. Try to have detail in your cut. So the detailers to me are the sharpest clipper there is, trimmer there is. Period. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. What? Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. I'm light skinned. Prove me wrong. 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 You can't. So, peace up.